What you'll need for this video today is a box of tissues, because you ain't gonna have no friends left. Bye bye. What up, exes? It's your favorite ex-girlfriend, Tessa, and today we are discussing my most favorite phrase of all time. Dump his ass. Only this time, I'm not talking about the trash-ass man that only texts you back after 2 a.m. Yeah, I am. I'm always talking about him. But I'm also talking about those negative Nancys and tear-down Taras that add absolutely nothing beneficial to our lives, so therefore, they got to go. Now, I know cutting people off from your life is never easy, but it is necessary. So not only are we going to identify the types of people you should be cutting out of your life, we're going to talk about how you should let them go. But before we get started, have you subscribed yet? Why the f you playing with me? Hit that button. You do it? Oh my god, thank you so much. Okay, let's begin. Now, don't you want to say anything cool to my video? Say hi, Mom.
No swearing. Baby.
Bye. Other people call me too. Now, before I call out your whole entire life, which I will, it'll be very eye-opening for you. But before that, you need to come to terms with the fact that some of the people you have chosen to surround yourself with may no longer deserve a place in your life, and therefore should be removed from it. It's not nice, it's not easy, but it's necessary. And if the closest ones to you are not hitting you with love, warmth, and positivity, then what the you want with them? No, seriously. I'm gonna need you guys to actually consider the basis of y'all's friendship with some of these people, because just because you went to middle school with each other does not mean you need to die together. People grow apart and friendships fade, but holding on to a friendship past its expiration date, well, much like dating, it only leads to pain and resentment, and you ain't even them, so let them go. If you're sitting there already feeling somewhat attacked, relax. I haven't even started yet. Now, keep in mind that these toxic people can be anybody. I'm talking about friends, partners, family. Yup, sometimes the fam's got to go. But that's up to you. So get ready for that attack right now. So the first toxic quality that I'm going to identify is the energy drainer, aka the user, aka Mr. or Mrs. One-sided, because that's what y'all's friendship is. Think about it. We've all had that one friend that just sucks our energy dry with all of their problems, yet when it comes to ours, they're nowhere to be found. Now, if you found yourself in a similar friendship, that just means that you are a people pleaser. Truly sweet, a great friend to have, and an easy friend to prey on. Because these people pleasers will do anything and everything for you and never ask for anything in return. A ride to the airport, a shoulder to cry on, $150? You, Michelle, I needed that. You guys get where I'm going with this. The point is, if you have found yourself in a one-sided relationship, the best way to cut these toxic people out of your life is don't pick up the phone. We ain't answering their calls and we ain't returning their texts. Trust, they were not hitting you up to check on you. They want something. They always want something. And once you don't give it to them, your entire fake friendship will implode, and it's very highly likely that you'll never hear from them again. Good riddance. Oh, and people pleasers, please use your talents to please yourself. You deserve it the most. Sometimes I please myself 2, 3, 8 times a day. Moving on. Y'all got your scissors out? Because the next toxic person that we are cutting out of our lives just so happens to be the most judgmental person we know, aside from our moms. Now, in friendships, sometimes we offer tough love and tell you things you don't want to hear, like you drink too much or your boyfriend treats you like shit, things you need to hear. But judgmental friends, they'll tell you things you don't need to hear, just because it makes themselves feel better. Maybe this sounds familiar. You're wearing that? Really? With your figure? You call that fun? You're so lame. Ew, you like him? Not my type, but I have different standards, so... If any of that rang close to home, then uncongratulations, your friend is a bitch. Now, this person is going to be a little bit harder to cut off, mainly because they see absolutely nothing wrong with the way that they treat you. Probably because you've allowed it for a little too long. Now, there's even a chance that this friendship is salvageable, but either way, a conversation must be had. Tell them exactly how they make you feel, and if they are apologetic and insist on changing their behavior, well, then you have a decision to make based on the history of your friendship. But if they completely deny it or flip it on you or don't even care, well then, here, borrow mine. Cut them off! Now keep your scissors out because this next friend reeks of toxicity, and that is because they are resentful as Y'all know that song from the 90s? Like, if you steal my sunshine. Because the answer is yes. They will always steal your sunshine because low-key, they envy your happiness and therefore want to destroy it. Get a promotion? Asked out on a hot date? Lose 10 pounds? Don't tell this friend. They ain't gonna be happy for you. And worse, they will proceed to make you unhappy about it. Y'all know the people I'm talking about. Whether that person's life is failing or they're dealing with feelings of insecurity or inadequacy, it is never okay to have to hide your success or happiness in fear that a friend is going to take it away. Friends should want to rejoice in your happiness, and that goes for family too. Mom. Now, unfortunately, you are going to also have to have a conversation with these people before letting them go, but hopefully it'll shed some light on whatever their situation is. Now, before we continue, I know a lot of y'all are hearing hella familiar qualities, but you're still not ready to cut off that friend just yet, and I get it. I have been there. In fact, the last year of my life has been about canceling anybody and anyone who did not contribute happiness to my life. I'm not gonna lie, at 33, it's already hard enough to find friends as it is. And once I was done with my justifiable cancellations, I was left with about 3 good friends on the other sides of the world. And a whole bunch of acquaintances who have really stepped up. But I'll tell you, the time, energy, and love that I took from those fake friendships has now been put back into me, and I have realized that there is no greater friend than yourself. That's totally what friendless people say. But I don't give a because I am truly happy and toxic free. Alright, back to the plan. Now, these next friends we're about to cut off probably already predicted it, and that's because these types of people always focus on the worst, aka the negative Nancys. We all know at least one. Can't go to the amusement park without them mentioning that we could die on a roller coaster. Can't talk about your Tinder date without them counting out the ways you could get murdered. Can't bring up your hopes and goals because all they'll do is shit all over it. Like, damn Nancy, can I be happy for a second? A second? Can someone actually explain the benefits of being friends with a person like this? Because here's the thing, if someone is always looking for the bad, chances are they gonna find it. I can't with these bitches. And if you think you can hang out with this constant complainer and not be affected by it, you are wrong. They're either gonna bring you down to their level of dwelling on the bad where nobody else is gonna wanna hang out with your negative ass either, or worse, you're gonna actually start believing them, making their doubts your own. For what? Now, the best way to cut out someone like this from your life is to steal a page from their book and focus on the worst. Tell them that you're in a really negative place right now and you just need some time alone. As focused as they are on the bad, not only will they agree, they'll obey. Now, I'm gonna give y'all one more toxic quality to be on the lookout for and then let the cancellations begin. Now, you're definitely not gonna wanna salvage this friendship, and that's because it is the most obvious toxic quality of them all. The fake bitch, aka the backstabbing gossip. Now, occasionally, these friends can be hard to identify because they're always smiling all up in your face and doing all the dirty work behind your back. The best way to recognize them is to listen to how they talk about people versus how they treat people. Are they cozying up to people they previously slammed? And what about their friends? What are they saying about them? Because if they're running their mouths to you about it, chances are they're running their mouths about you to someone else. And the last thing we need is someone close to us with our personal business leaking out the side of their mouths. That's for me to do when I'm drunk, never you. Now, cutting off a fake bitch is super easy, and that's because they never cared about you to begin with. So just blow them off with a whole bunch of fake excuses until they find someone else to soak up their gossip from. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's why cutting off a fake bitch is never a loss, it's a win. You just got one more unnecessary person off the list of people you have to care about. So take that energy and put it right back into yourself, because when you treat yourself right, you don't need any friends. Right, Wrinkles? Right. But seriously, let them go. Now I know that this video alone might not convince you to cut off the friends that you've been friends with your whole life, but just because someone is not a bad person doesn't mean that they are not a bad friend. And even though they might not be going out of their way to hurt you purposely, the problem is we can still be affected by their behavior. And if their actions are making us feel inferior or anxious or judged or just downright unhappy, then we need to bite the bullet and save ourselves. Even if that means you only got you for a little while. So please keep these qualities in mind the next time you make a new friend, because dating ain't the only thing with red flags, okay? So there you have it, another completely free session of your favorite ex-girlfriend therapy. Now, if you don't want to miss our next session, make sure you are subscribed with alerts, because I'll be back in just a few days with some more wisdom. And until then, dump his... Actually, you know what? You just lost a lot of friends today. Maybe dump his ass next week. F it. It's okay.